Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, after being really annoyed with this last time, I did go to Reddit, and Reddit did suggest that we should go and look at the corpse where we found the book. Some people have reported that it respawns there. Where the
You pooch.
hello? Come back. Some people reported that it respawns there for, like, no apparent reason. But I'm apparently not the first person who has lost this book. Which seems a little bit annoying. Now I need to remember. Pretty sure it's here somewhere. So we'll travel around here a little bit. And we'll see.
Quick!
That would be really nice if that was the case. It was here somewhere, wasn't it? Let's see. Hello, my friend. Here is said book. Yep. That's great. We have already read this book as well. We could clearly see because it wasn't marked as unread. The game just stole this book from me for some reason. And you... Then we travel back to the mill. Dead horse.
What's that you got? Get away with that weapon. Very good.
Well, apparently the horse wasn't really anything.
Oh.
Yes, yes. So, I don't exactly remember, but I think I could sleep up here. Somewhere. Where there is a bed for me. I was pretty sure it was up here. Apparently the maid is there. Whatever. We'll just wait a couple of hours here. It's fine. We track all again, please.
What are you doing with that? God bless.
Greetings.
God bless.
You're covered in blood, my...
Yeah.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Well, yeah, don't even ask.
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Ah, of course, it makes sense.
Sure.
I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertold? Oh, God damn it, Kraser, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time.
Surely.
We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time.
Yep.
God be with you, my friend.
Let's go to the lair. We did level up something. Guess we didn't get any perks for it. I think thievery and scholarship or something. Okay, let's go to the lair. Follow path. Let's go. Is this the wrong? Hope we can get to the lair from here.
What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Krazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself. What do you think is going to happen?
Like always. You'll send me off somewhere to look for something, and you'll have a fancy speech to go with it.
He knows you now as well as we do, Miller.
I do tend to do that, true enough. But no, today things will be different. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you.
Yeah, well,
We
clearly.
found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
Whatever.
No, Z-neck. First of all, I rather like them legs of his. And secondly, I think we've put him through enough suffering. This whole time,
Yeah.
you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But
Oh,
so
really?
you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
Oh,
The
really?
miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And
Tactics?
everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally
Okay.
close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Barney.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on. Although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even
Okay, now we're
as a
gonna
young
get his
boy,
life
I
story.
loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. And I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
So you went to a university in Prague? The son of a miller?
Why not? My father worked his arse off, and he had the coin for it, miller or not. I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, and my thirst for knowledge kept growing. But in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall into disfavor, as was my case.
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. I left myself. The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma. And, of course, it's not taught at any university.
Mm-hmm.
The art of combination and dissolution, the key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science, alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
What did your parents say when you returned from your studies?
My mother had already passed away. All my father said was, "I knew you'd be back." And he sent me to haul sacks of flour. I think in the end he was glad to have someone to take over the mill from him. From then on, alchemy became my true passion. I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work.
Really?
But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture, and all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that. We're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnig did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price
Okay.
list for material for Gutenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We can believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. The right hand
Feuerwerkbuch.
miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Bertold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Bertold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
Yes.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed, it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
This is gonna go well. I wouldn't stand that close.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
Yes, yes.
Appraisal?
You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine, didn't you? A golem made of dough, souls inside saltpeter, the secrets of light and shadow. That was all just empty talk, wasn't it?
Not
Oh,
exactly.
really?
It's all based on the real philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiberg, but it was never in my interest to put their theories into practice. But they work brilliantly as a cover-up, don't you think?
Yes.
I really thought you'd have a golem made from dough walking around the mill, or that I could become invisible.
Ah, but black powder is no less a miraculous creation.
So for the last time, Crazel, what now?
I'll do what I promised, and what will most likely be my fate. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired and finish Black Bertold's book. I'll finish his opus.
Uh-huh. And what about me?
That's up to you, Henry. You're a free man. Lord Samin has no hold over you, and never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you and me. We'll always be little people, beneath it all.
Okay.
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar way, I'd say. Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've accomplished here.
The ideal conclusion, I'd say. Maybe it's time to carry sacks at a different mill. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more, drawing from the well of alchemical knowledge...
I know where to find you.
Indeed.
How much does it cost to train here?
I'll have a look at the wares.
We can actually sell these books. Do you have anything interesting that's not terrible? Not really.
Let's talk about the...
All right.
What would you say to this?
You must be from a...
I'll go for that.
Careful.
Right, I didn't check how much you wanted to train me for. Teach me.
I'd like to learn...
Well, you... All right. Throw in a few...
You talk
Oh, we
about
can do
alchemy
this.
like a book. I reckon you could teach me something about brewing potions.
We've been through a lot together, so I'm sure you know that alchemy is a noble and serious science. Let's start
Yes.
with the importance of the ratio of ingredients and the proportion of substances, because every potion is different. Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. My guy. Okay. Can you...
I'd like...
Well, all right. Throw in a few...
For instance...
teach me these things as well?
I'd like to...
Well, all right.
Since it's kind of cheap.
I reckon...
That's a true... You need to... Let's get to work. You silly doggy.
You silly doggy. Okay. That actually concludes... No, I don't want to greet the guy. Getting kinda tired. Wonder if we were up here when we looked at this. Kinda want the XP from lockpicking though. Some web. Some decent amount of lockpicks actually. It's a pretty good find.
Quick! Go! Quick!
Quickly now. So here should be how we get back to the other region. Huh?
Whoa!
Are you afraid of water or what?
Bro.
Well, I'm certainly not afraid of knocking the stuffing out of busybodies like you.
Come now.
Well, I mean.
I need to get
Let's
to the Kuttenberg
go back to the Kuttenberg
Get
region.
ready to spend a few days in the carriage, mate. Cause of those bloody bandits. We got to take all sorts of... But
Yeah,
if you got...
okay, okay.
Here you
I
go.
do.
All right, I'll get the Good. All done. The carriage is ready.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Get going. So we spent 400 just to do that one quest, right? We got some lockpicks and some other stuff out of it, but it was pretty useless. Yeah, I can jump off here, thank you. My own horse, my guy. Oh, who doesn't? All right, so it's like, okay. We can have this. This looks kind of cool. No, it limits the carrying capacity. Whatever, dude. Okay. Now we're back here. And I think it's time to start looking for some more quests to do, right? We have a couple here. Some are main quests. Right, I didn't really ask him anything about that. So we could go back to Kuttenberg and continue that, or we can go back here and talk to the guy about the rest of the band. So let's do that. Who is this?
Is that you? I thought I recognized you.
You look familiar too.
It's me, Odolin von Wotitz. You gave me a few groschen to help me on my way.
Ah, now I remember. You were being held hostage by the League of Lords.
That's correct.
How did you make it home?
I checked out a couple of wayside inns and got lucky. With the little money I had, I finally found a caravan. The carter didn't mind hosting a lowlife on his wagon, as long as he was getting paid for his trouble. He dropped me off a short distance from Wotitz, and I walked the rest of the way.
What brings you back to Kuttenberg? And with a retinue at that?
My father and I won't let them get away with what they did to me. Let's say we're on our way to scope out the land of some acquaintances of ours.
Well, you're gonna settle a score.
And who knows? We might just run into someone important and take him on a visit to our place. We've already fixed up a nice room with a solid lock. Would you like to see it?
No, I'd rather not.
I was just teasing.
No, it sounded like an invite to his sex dungeon, but okay.
I'm glad you're all right.
Wait a moment. You helped me, and I won't forget that. Here, take your money back. so we're even. And I have something else for you here. I think it might come in handy. A fine weapon. Dependable. It's felled a few deer in its time, and it would put a decent hole in a man too. If you ever needed to defend yourself.
My word. Thanks.
I bid you safe travels.
Same to you.
We got a nice hunting crossbow and our 500 groschen back. So not too bad. No, actually, I'd like to explore the map a little bit. So why don't we just follow the path here? No, we're definitely going the wrong direction. Hello? Follow path, yeah? Okay. Because we have so much of this that's unexplored, and I really like to just at least follow the road a bit.
Quick!
I know it's a little bit slower to do this, but we might find something interesting on the way. Pretty sure we're going this direction, yeah? And I think we keep going here. A lot of people are unfortunate to hang here. Maybe some bandit boys. Okay. Don't even know what that is, but doesn't say anything. Clearly, maybe they are enemies of us, and I don't want to go close to that. We get a fast travel point here at Opatovitz. We're really out of stamina now.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Okay, so they're definitely not friendly there either.
Whoa, whoa.
Bro.
I'm all yours. Get your eyes out.
Okay, okay, okay. The fuck? This is really, really bad. Holy shit.
I knew it would spoil. I feel awful.
Okay, okay.
You want to try me?
Okay, okay, okay. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Well, we can now conclude that there are a lot of enemies in the middle part of this map. And this is also really unfortunate.
I need to get to the... Here you go.
All right, I'll get
Um,
the carrot.
let's get going. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. I feel like my equipment is really not up to date to fight the enemies in Kuttenberg. I'm getting, like, clapped really hard from these guys.
Acting like a child.
Yeah, whatever, dude. So, horse needs to go back to wearing... with this. And that. Then we do that. And then I think we do fast travel there. Man, that was such a young girl. Let's see.
You made it after all. And here I was thinking you'd never come.
Who
Are you
are
sure
you?
it's me you're waiting for?
You and no other.
Do we know each other? You don't look familiar.
No, we don't. But we were destined to meet.
What do you mean?
Are you a bandit?
Dreamt about you on St. John's Eve, and then again a few more times.
Are you confusing me with someone else?
Oh no, I had a dream about you, and you looked exactly like this. Those eyes, the hair, that nose, exactly as I remember it.
What do you
Well,
want?
all right. What is it you need?
What do you think? A groom?
A groom? It's a little hasty for my liking. I mean, I've never seen you before in my life.
That is of no matter. See, on St. John's Eve, all us village girls floated wreaths. Hannah's bobbed its way to the other bank. Eliza's fell to pieces, but mine floated the furthest of all. And then that night, I dreamt of you.
Okay.
What was that you said about wreaths?
You're not from around these parts, are you? Me and the girls release them on the water every St. John's Eve. If your wreath reaches the other side, it means you will soon be married. But if it sinks or breaks up, yours will be a miserable marriage. And mine got swept downstream to who knows where.
And that means...
When I wed, my husband will take me away from here.
Okay.
You say you dreamt about me?
And more than once at that. But the first time was on St. John's Eve, and that means something.
Does it now? And what?
That it will come true. I picked 9 flowers at night, put them under my pillow, and you know the rest.
Thanks for the explanation.
Yeah.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, but you must be mistaken. I have no plans to marry just yet. And I can't, anyway.
But my dreams. The wreath of 9 herbs. I did everything they told me.
And if you are to marry away from here, it probably shouldn't be to someone like me.
I'm not saying he has to be from far away. Kutenberg would be enough for me.
I'm not a city lad. I'm from Skalitz.
Skalitz? You're a villager? Well, it certainly couldn't have been you I was dreaming of then. I bid you safe travels.
Okay.
Am I dreaming older? Not as well.
Okay. I have 4,000 groschen in my pockets, man. I don't know. Not exactly regular village material, right? Well, I think we're at least gonna get here this time, yeah? Wait, I have a bed here somewhere. Can I just go up and sleep there? Is it this? I'm pretty sure this is stuff, yeah. I wish it would say something specific. I think we should probably study a little bit here. Thievery. Let's study this, actually. For a couple of hours. Yeah, we can study it until it's done. Is that scholarship or what is that? And then we can save for a couple of hours. Henry doesn't need much sleep.
I don't think so. Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table?
It's a good question. Where is the guy? The outside? He seems to be on the other side here. What you doing here, son?
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former band.
Has the lost Liechtenstein surfaced yet?
Well, not yet. I'm working on it.
Why do you care about the Devil's Pack, then?
Well, maybe I'll run into them somewhere. It wouldn't be a bad idea to know a bit about them.
Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bahuta, Raniak, Janos, and Eder survived. I only know where to find Bahuta, and maybe Matthew. But who knows?
I already found Matthew. We can forget about him.
Why?
It seems he's taken a liking to robbing, and has his own band now. They tried to get me, too.
Oh, I told you he was a fucker. Too bad. He could have come in handy. He was good at his trade.
Tell me about Bahuta first. Who is he, anyway?
Well, Bahuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you three would get along well. But you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bahuta's eyes. Not pretty. Bahuta has been acting weird ever since. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared of being next in line.
Where can I find Bahuta?
At the rectory in Grunts. He helps out.
It's not that strange, though.
Did you ever see him again after they caught the devil?
Yeah, but there was no reasoning with him.
You think it'll be different now?
Look, I don't know. Maybe when he hears the devil's back, he will come to his senses. But I doubt it.
Kinda doubt it too.
I'll go over there and try to talk him into it. There's no harm in trying.
But be careful. Bahuta was never far from giving someone a beating. Maybe he's still...
I mean, he can try.
It was Slavic who kept him from ending up on the gallows because of a fight. Oh, but he's already with the Lord.
Where can I find this Bahuta?
Oh, you already told me.
Memory.
What about the rest of the band? You mentioned more than one person.
Of course. That leaves Janos, Eder, and Raniak. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you about them.
Who is this Adder? What kind of nickname is that, anyway?
Oh, that's easy. He's called Eder because he can't keep his snake in his breeches. He's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janos can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough, he can really handle it.
Okay.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janos, Ada will be nearby. The two of them are practically inseparable.
How am I supposed to communicate with Ada? I don't speak a word of Polish.
Yes, you do. We all say kurwa. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage, and so will you.
Okay.
Tell me more about this Raniek.
Raniek has a great aim. Slightly better than me, even. Oh, and that bow of his, I tell ya, is a masterpiece. That is how you will know it is him.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing dice. But that was the first and last time he ever won anything. If anyone is really unlucky, it is him. But he would not stop if you were to cut off his hands.
Okay.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around at inns where they play dice. It is possible he lost his hose in one of them.
Did you ever see him again after the devil was captured?
Oh, just once. He wanted me to lend him money. He did not have any to bet with. But I was skinned and looking for a way to get the devil out of jail. Either way, I told him to fuck off, and he listened to me.
Tell me about this Janos.
Janos? He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you can understand him a little, unlike Ada.
And how did he get here? Did he defect from Sigismund?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to Moravia. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has problems because people take him for a human. But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will cook you a 3-course dinner.
Oh, nice.
How can I recognize this Janos?
Like I
I
said,
really want a 3-course rat meal.
he speaks almost like we do, but in a queer way, where you talk to him. You will definitely notice it.
Okay.
I'm already liking this Janos. I think we'll get along well.
Janos, why?
Because of the rat meat. I have a thing for women.
I like girls. I like looking at them. And if they want, I have a little fun with them.
Oh, then you can shake hands with Ada. He would get himself killed just to get his prick wet.
Thanks. I'll go and look for them.
They may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it.
Kinda, but yeah.
Your hand cannons have done us more harm than good.
But we shot that mare beautifully. The devil himself couldn't have aimed any better, and he's skilled with hand cannons.
How long have you been a warrior?
I was supposed to be a carpenter, but the job wasn't for me. Most of the time I couldn't even hit the chisel with my mallet. Then I lost my master's money playing dice, so I had to run away. Then I came across a group of mercenaries, and they hired me. Once I got a taste of money, I chose to stay. So, it's been a while now.
Who taught you how to fight?
No one. I was absolutely awful. But I could drink their command under the table. So they let me stay with them. I learned the rest as I went along.
That commander, was it the devil?
No. I only met the devil later, with another band. I've been through several. Once they stop paying, or you run out of things to steal, it's best to go and try your luck elsewhere.
That's exactly what happened when they captured the devil, isn't it? The band broke up.
More or less, but I think he understands. You see? That's mercenary honor.
What honor?
Exactly. There is none.
Great. Also, I think drinking someone under the table is a expression that's pretty around Europe. Don't think I've ever heard that somewhere else. Or maybe I'm memeing.
Why were you the only one of your band who tried to save the devil?
I don't think I could sleep easy if they actually executed that old bastard. Fuck, I know the devil better than I know my own old man. And he still owes me groschen from our last trade. And I take that seriously.
How do you know Zizka?
I think I know him from the ambush near Prague.
Who did you ambush?
His men actually ambushed us. Actually, the outcome was quite similar. They jumped us at a bend. Before we knew it, blood was spilled. They killed our whole band. I was the only one to survive.
Just you? How so?
I was so fucked up that as I cocked my crossbow, the bowstring broke off and slashed my hands.
And you still have both of them?
Saint Bibiana must have been watching over me. My gloves came off, revealing bloody gashes on my palms, like Christ himself. I reckon they had fun watching me jump around, curse and flail my arms. So they kept me. I kept that bloody bowstring for luck.
Okay.
Earlier you mentioned a bunch of peasants taking up arms against Sigismund.
Aye, a bunch of villagers. But they might be onto something.
How are they trying to fight Sigismund?
Do not imagine anything too grand. Mostly they are just trying to survive. Some time ago, they raided a supply caravan heading to Sigismund's camp. Then the very same supplies turned up with the hungry families in Miskovitz. They are doing a good job. But if they keep stepping on Sigismund's toes like that, he will go after them, and soon.
We could use a band like that.
I agree. But Shiska was against it. You saw it yourself. I promised I would not look for them.
So, what are we gonna do?
Well, I'm not going to break my word. But you did not make any such promise, did you?
I did not.
Do you know where to look for them?
From what I know, they mostly hang around Miskovitz. It seems they use a secret password to recognize their own.
Password? What password?
Fuck, what was it?
They're so useful.
I remember. The fox is in the hen house.
Okay.
How did you learn their secret password?
When Dry Devil's band broke up, I was looking for a company to join. Then this one time at a tavern, there was this scrawny, drunken loudmouth going on about the peasants' revolt and shouting out the password for all to hear. Some old woman from Miskovitz slapped that lad so hard, his chin hit the table.
Right, so I'm supposed to look for a scrawny, drunken loudmouth.
We have plenty of those already. I reckon you ought to talk to the old crone.
Yeah.
I have a feeling she might be the way to get to that. Try telling her the password and see what happens.
All right. I hope I won't get slapped too.
Mm-hmm.
Good day.
How did you meet Dry Devil?
For the first time? Not in the best of circumstances, that's for sure. A few years ago, my company was attacked near Olomouc, and he spared nobody except for my noble master.
Wait, what was that about?
We were fighting for Margrave Jobst, and he for his brother Prokop.
Why did he let you live?
Because I shot and killed 2 of his men, and crippled 3 others, before he bashed me over the head.
And he just let you go?
Not a chance. I woke tied up with a splitting headache. Dry Devil was all fired up, betting with his men that they'd boost me up.
And what was the catch?
That fucker took me to the ramparts and said that if I piss and hit the ale pitcher down below, he'd let me go. Otherwise, he'd try to hit the ale pitcher with me. The prick.
Wow. You're quite the sharpshooter, Kabyanka.
You bet I fucking am. But you don't know shit about it.
Teach me something then. I'll happily pay for it.
It'll take some time, but throw in a bit of coin and I'll teach you whatever
Yeah,
you
let's
want.
see how much you want. Holy shit. I don't want to waste money on that right now.
So this is a popinjay contest, is it? What exactly do we have to do?
There's nothing to it. You get your arrows, stand on the mark, and shoot down them strawbirds I set up around the range as fast as you can. The winner's the one who knocks down the most strawbirds. If there any idiot can understand the rules, so if you may not.
Good morning, lad. I'll have a look.
Let's see. You have some interesting recipes here, yeah? These are really bad condition. Let's get rid of that.
Word about the price.
Sure.
What would you say to this?
More.
How angry are you?
Aye. You're convinced.
Okay,
As you're
it's
doing
not
business.
that bad.
Take care.
Okay, so we got a couple of recipes here. Oh, we already had that. Main. Yes. And let's learn this as well. Cool. Zero available perk points. That's sad. So we have that guy here somewhere. There might be a city or something there. Otherwise, then it's loop around and go back to Kuttenberg or down here for some more quests. Might go here first and talk to this guy, but I think this is going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching and have a really nice day.